This program was made possible in part by the continuing contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.
Little dance move, little sidestep, and that's the Taylor Hill that we've known for the last couple years.
Jones reaches in, gets the rebound, but Taylor can't get the short-range shot. Buford with the rebound, and she cleans up the mess. Taisha Smith drives, uses the backboard to sink one. Central will go to the free throw line from here on out. Taylor with the right-handed layup. Keystone Productions proudly presents high school girls basketball. Welcome to Central High School, everybody, where we're televising a non-conference game. Central's last of the season, also Osseo's last of the season, and a big matchup between two Class 4A opponents with the Osseo Orioles and the St. Paul Central Minutemen. Stick around, the game is coming up shortly. Hello, everyone. Mike Peden here with Broderick Bell. Broderick, Osseo coming in with a lot of momentum. They have won 9 of their last 10 games, including an undefeated stretch for the month of January. They already have taken out Centennial and some other powerhouse teams. They're certainly a team to watch.
Yeah, you know, Mike, it's going to be interesting to see what happens today with what Coach Taylor does with the St. Paul Central's team. Osseo, all they have to do is basically the status quo. This is a good non-conference match for them. I look to see a high-level game here, getting ready to go towards the end of your conference play and into the what we call the third season, you know, the regions. And this is a great non-conference tune-up for both teams.
And for Central, they are at 15-5. Certainly not a pushover team by any means, but not the team they were a couple years ago. But Theirra Taylor has come up big time, and they've gotten some help from the freshman, Javante Hill. That's
always a bonus when you have a freshman that can step up. The rule in basketball is the best thing about a freshman is they turn sophomore. But if you get that freshman that's a sophomore already, that's bonus, and that's what Willie's must have going on with him right now.
Well, now it's time for the keys to the game. We'll start with the visiting Osseo Orioles. First, defense, defense, defense. Joy Waters said they have to make sure their defense is above average because Central is a fast tempo team. They like to press and they like to get points off fast break opportunities, so they have to work on their defense, and they also need to be patient on offense. But again, Central is a team that likes to press, so Osseo's may have to play a little slow tempo and try to slow them down. We'll see how that goes. And finally, they cannot overemphasize on any specific player. We talked about Javante Hill and Theirra Taylor, but if you start focusing on one of those two, there are some other players that can step up for Central, including Samantha Robinson-Ricks, who's also averaging double digits. Broderick, what does Central need to do?
Well, Central needs to go ahead and step up their defense. I mean, if he's going to play a full-court defense, he needs to be very efficient with it because an Osseo can go ahead and expose that really quick, especially if he's doing some trapping, 2-3 passes and he's in the bucket. So it would be interesting to see what type of efficiency Central's defense is going to be today. The key for probably both teams is defense, defense, defense. They'll probably get a lot of their baskets off of great defense.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight. Will defense prevail for one of these teams? Stick around to find out. We now present the starting lineups. We'll begin with the visiting Osseo Orioles. Osseo's starting 5 will be Kiana Jones at guard, Danny Morgan at guard, Stephanie Pilgrim at guard, Chiamaka Okonkwo at forward, and Jessica Fife at forward. Chiamaka Okonkwo, the team's leading scorer, 10.9 points per game. Osseo, as we mentioned, winning 9 of the last 10. For Central, the starting 5, it will be pretty familiar if you've been following our games this season. It will be Kiana Johnson at guard, Theirra Taylor at guard, Javante Hill at forward, Samantha Robinson-Ricks at forward, and Katavia Jones at center. Theirra Taylor has come up big for St. Paul Central this year. She's averaging 20 points per game, second in the St. Paul City Conference, also leads the St. Paul City Conference in rebounds and steals. So Central wearing their familiar home red jerseys. Osseo wearing the road white. This is Osseo's only trip to the St. Paul City Conference. And there's the tip-off. The possession will go to St. Paul Central. To Infante Hill. Back out to Johnson. Osseo, they playing his zone?
They're playing man-to-man, but they're playing a real good help defense. What they're doing is they're closing out the gaps. Nice one and done. Great follow by Theirra.
She misses the second shot, and the board is picked up by Okonkwo, and it looked like something hit her in the eye, and we were going to have a foul on Johnson.
Osseo had a real good defensive exchange, and then what happened? They let Taylor come in there for the rebound, and then they were lucky to come out with the fast break.
Now Danny Mangan will go to the line. Makes her first. Mangan averaging 10.4 points per game for the Orioles. Orioles coming into today ranked the number 10 in the state in the Max Preps poll. Now Mangan gets both. Osseo strikes first. Taylor
Nice
out
skip pass.
for three. Too strong. Fife picks it up.
Wide of the mark. There's good defense there by Central.
Theirra
That's
Taylor
a
with
foul.
the steal. That's going to be a blocking foul on Fife.
Fouls on the Orioles. Jessica Fife, her first. Team's first.
Mentioned Taylor leads the St. Paul City Conference in steals. She has stepped up this season. When I started the 2008-2009 season, that's what Willie said Theirra would have to do, is play a little more selfishly. Hill dances around the picket fence, but no good. And
Osseo's really pushing the ball at him, huh?
And Jones to Pilgrim. Pilgrim gets the right-handed layup. It's 4-0 Osseo.
I think Central's taking the wise path here to make this a half-court game.
Katavia Jones was open up inside, and she puts it in. Central gets on the board. There's the full-court press from Central. Okonkwo gets around Jones and gets the bucket. Taylor stops, pops, short. Jones with the rebound, can't get the putback, but Robinson Ricks is there. Taylor, fade away, no good. Gets the rebound, puts it up again no good. That's one of Central's problems, is offensive rebounds, or putting them in. Mangan stops, pops too strong. Jones with the rebound. Johnson. The foul's going to go against Mangan.
Well, Mangan, first of all, did two mistakes. She rushed that shot off on the other end, and then to kind of make up for it, she comes down and does a foul. It's nice to run, but when you're down there by yourself, unless she's used to hitting that shot a lot of times, you just don't wait for everybody to get back, or at least one other person to come back with you. It was one-on-one, and all she did was shoot the ball.
But there were 4 offensive rebounds in Central's last possession. They couldn't turn it into points. That's one of their weaknesses as a team. Taylor with the pressure. Kylie Gottsman muscles her way for the basket.
You see what happens, though, when you do that trapping, and on the opposite side, you're leaving in too many gaps on your defense. And all it was a simple skip and swing it into the inside, and boom, she's all by herself.
Michaela Bailey also in for Osseo, number 24. Taylor out to Robinson Ricks, mid-range, swish.
Nice shot.
Talking to Willie earlier, he told me one of his keys to victory today is to get away with playing 6 players. He said if they get tired or in foul trouble, Central could be in big trouble. Jones for the answer, no good. And the rebound goes to Robinson Ricks. Osseo continuing their man. Taylor for three. In and out. Robinson Ricks with the rebound. No good. Javante Hill's going to go to the line.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to be impressed with Osseo's defense. They have a person fronting the post. The other person is sagging off and then getting in the midline. It's basically how you write it up on the board. Central's doing a real good job of attacking it. I think what Central needs to do is to either spread the ball and the guards cut around their forward, four out with their 4 out, 1 in, or have their bigs start to do a little bit more of the back pick, down pick motion as the guards are picking from the opposite wing. Right now, it's a pretty balanced attack by both sides, huh?
Well, Osseo called the timeout. The foul went against Kiana Jones. And is that the Minnesota Rouser I'm hearing?
I know. I don't know why.
I think they know I'm here.
Maybe because Central has a couple of guys playing for. Okay.
Ashley Ellis-Milan and Kiara Buford. More about them later.
Well, we'll have to get the Concordia Rouser up here also. After all, that's right down the street. If not, I can sing it.
Javante Hill makes her first. Her free throw shooting only 49% coming into today, so something she needs to work on. But
looks like she's working on it already.
She got both here, and it's a 2-point game.
Atta girl.
Well, Concordia not doing too badly either in Division II.
I thought you'd never mention that, Michael.
They've beaten some pretty good teams down there. Bailey, too strong. Rebound goes to Mangan.
See, Central let them off the hook on one. They steal a seal on that. They get a good seal, get the ball back, and they're out of trouble. That's a good job.
Bailey missed the three. Robinson Ricks, too strong. Hill tries to save it, but it goes out of bounds.
Robinson Ricks, that's something they can't do right now. Take your time on offense. There was no fast break to be made there. Central's really playing good, solid defense. Way to help out there in the midline. You got the rebound. See, Central did a great job of protecting the basket there.
Taylor, it's called, will draw the foul.
You know, on defense, Mike, on both sides of like coaches teach their kids, you know, defense is more than just defense. It's protect, protect, protect. And I thought Central did a real good job that last exchange. Osseo's doing a great job here right now on the inbounds defense, man to man.
Bailey get called for the last foul. That is her first. Johnson for three, too strong. Both teams cold so far in shooting. Osseo with 2 fouls left to give. Gottsman tries to save it, and she does. And it loses the ball to Hill. Hill, one-on-one. Too strong. And
well, that's just something you can't have.
Megan Tate can't handle the
You get
rebound.
a great defensive exchange like that. People diving on the floor, getting the ball for you. You got to go down there and make that layup.
Well, Central as a team shooting 38% from the floor.
Oh, Central has to take their time. They get a steal, they need to pull that ball out and get a good basket. There's no need to attack it all the time. That's just careless with the ball. Good steal, though.
Javante Hill, no good. Throws it up, but Tate picks it up, and she's going to the line. Well, if you're having trouble getting those second shots, keep throwing it up, and sooner or later you're going to find yourself at the charity stripe.
Yeah, but you got to make them.
Tate, 8 of 19.
Important part.
8 of 19 from the line so far, 42%. Gets the front end, and Jones is coming out, being replaced by Bailey, and we see Osseo subbing a lot in the early going.
Mike, I see Coach. Is that Coach Williams from Highland down there? You don't think there's any scouting going on, do you? Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry.
Well, Highland Park is pretty close. If they could upset Central in their second meeting, they would be in pretty good position to get to the Twin Cities game.
Highland's having a great year.
Megan to Okonkwo. Okonkwo misses. We're tied up, by the way. There's a lot of short-range baskets not falling. Theirra Taylor too strong. Robinson-Ricks picks it up. She can't get the bounce. Neither team can buy a basket. Megan to Fife. Fife, too strong.
Both teams are running out of control. You see bad shots by both teams. They need to settle down. If the numbers are down, if there are numbers down there waiting on you, you know, kind of like Johnny Bench behind the plate, then settle down and get a play going and see if you can get a two. Don't just run in there and just shoot the ball.
Well, that foul went against Stephanie Pilgrim, and that's big because Osseo's out of fouls to give. So for the rest of this half, Central's going to go to the line, barring any team control fouls. Taylor, bullseye!
See, that's a good shot there. Inside out, everything's under control. You know, good offense. There's nothing wrong with good offense. Sometimes, you know, if you have good offense, it's like having good defense.
Taylor with her first basket of the game, and she's going to get called for the reach-in. Pleading her case to the official for a quick second. The future Iowa Hawkeye.
That's disturbing.
She's going to join three other Minnesota.
Why isn't she going to, you know, Minnesota instead of Iowa?
Robinson-Ricks was called for the foul. I talked to her about that back in November, and she said she felt she would get a better life experience, and there were some other factors in her decision to go to Iowa. But
well, you know, if you're not going to go to Minnesota, you can then go to Concordia, but don't go to Iowa.
Well, Pam was surprised. I talked to Theirra before the game, and she said Pam was a little surprised as Fife gets the long-range two that Taylor had selected Iowa. Pam was expecting she would go to Minnesota, but Iowa with a few of Minnesota players, and the steal, that is Pilgrim.
I can't imagine a girl from St. Paul hanging out with all those Iowegians.
Well, and Fife's going to go to the line, or no, Mankin's going to go to the line. Well, the other Minnesota players in Iowa are Kasheen Alexander from Benilde St. Margaret's, Hannah Braxton from Fergus Falls, and Camille Wally from Crookston. So,
but yeah, but they're not from St. Paul. The kids from St. Paul go to the U.
Well, a few of them do.
Yes, just one or two.
So Megan goes to the line. She made her first two, and I jinxed her.
I think fatigue's starting to hang in with Megan. She's been out there practically the whole game. They ask her to shoot some free throws right now, you know. Normally your point guards don't miss free throws.
Well, the fouls are piling up for both teams in the early going. 14 fouls for Central, 6 for Osseo, and Megan misses both, but Osseo retains possession.
Mr. Rodriguez making the call over there, huh?
And Central gets the ball anyway. There with the steal. Stops, pops. She gets the two from the free throw line. That's 5 points for Taylor.
Nice shot by Taylor.
New player in for Osseo, Rachel.
Now, you know, you see that pass like that, it goes out of bounds. I really like that. That's good defense, see? They think they have it, and they don't.
Speaking of who's here, look who stopped by. Taylor Hill of Minneapolis South. Her cousin is on the floor right now for Central. Taylor, I don't know if that was a shot or if that was a pass, but Central can't handle it, and Osseo will take possession. It looked like it was a pump fake where she was going to try to shoot when she was really going to pass, but Central just couldn't handle it. Taylor Hill in the crowd. She's expected to break the all-time scoring record for a Minnesota high school player, and right now, Bailey for three, no good. The prediction is that she will do it at the Twin Cities game.
What is
Javante
the
Hill.
speculation? Where's she going to go to school?
Javante Hill with a nice basket. You're saying about speculation?
Yes. What is the speculation? What do they think that she'll attend school next year?
Christina Ewing with the three. Well, she's at 35-36. The record is set by Katie Ohm at 36-94, and based if she continues to hold up to her average of 31 points per game, she would break it at the Twin Cities game. Taylor, no good. Rebound, Jones.
Like Taylor's playing good defense, huh? All over her.
She's putting the pressure on Osseo. Ewing, pump fakes, goes to Winnanen. Bailey drives to the right side, count it! Osseo ties it up with a chance to take the lead. Fouls on Maya Cyrus, her first. Central with one foul left to give. We could be seeing a lot of free throws here.
Yes.
In the latter part of this half. Bailey averaging 5.4 points per game. Three-point play successful. You were talking about fatigue earlier. Both these teams are coming off back-to-back games. They are in the second game of the back-to-back. Central played Harding yesterday, beat them easily. Osseo played Andover yesterday, beat them easily. Tate, long two, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Gottsman wrestles it away. And a foul is going to be called against Maya Cyrus. That's going to be her second.
Number 55 for Osseo got away with a push. Also, she got away with swinging her elbows. They called the foul on Central when it actually should have been called on her. You can swing your elbow once to kind of clear, but you can't do it back and forth.
9:14 to go in the first. Mangan for three. Too strong. Rebound, Okonkwo.
Central needs to seal out more. There's absolutely no reason why she should have got that rebound like that. They need to put a body on each one of Osseo's people to make sure they don't get in there for a rebound.
Jump ball, and Osseo had the possession arrow. Central playing a man, it appears. Osseo looking to slow things down a bit now. Traveling violation on Jones.
Well, let's see if Central will settle down and come down and get 2 points here right quick, huh?
Bailey comes back in, replacing Ewing. Taylor nearly lost the ball. Taylor, tough shot. She gets it to fall. She had defenders all over her face. Midair, fires the shot, and it goes in. Nice play by Taylor.
Wow. I don't know if I'd have shot that shot. But if it goes in, it goes in.
I was going to say, it's one of those things where if it goes in, it's a great shot. If it doesn't, it's Bailey can't get the bounce. If it doesn't go in, then it's a bad shot, right?
Yes. Central needs to seal out. There you go.
Johnson with the interception.
Nice defense by Central.
And now they're backing off a little bit. Johnson finds her way open. Can't get the three. Rebound, Kiana Jones.
You notice how Osseo's gaps are starting to open up now on their defense.
Megan misses the three.
Johnson had a wide open shot right off of a nice high back pick. And there was nobody from Osseo to come over and help. She was just by herself. Johnson was by herself to shoot the ball.
17-16, 7:36 to go in the first. A back and forth game early. Taylor again, no good. Rebound Gottsman. Jones to fight. Long two, swish.
Nice job there.
Osseo takes the lead back.
Find the open man, a good look at the basket.
Javante Hill, spin move, and she gets the roll. Spun her way open, and she has 6 points. Bailey on the other end, off balance, can't make it work. Robinson Ricks pulls it down, but she's in trouble. Scramble for the ball. Taylor races in there, but it goes to Osseo. Nice athleticism by Central, just couldn't handle the ball. Mangan looked for an open Gottsman, but she overthrew her target. Central
people wonder
timeout.
People wonder why Robinson threw the ball the length of the floor while she was saving it. The rule is, when you're trying to save the ball, you don't try and save it under the opponent's basket. So she did a real great job of clearing the ball in hopes that one of her teammates could get after it. They come close to recovering it.
And kind of like the icing rule in hockey, if it doesn't work, then you can. There's the Minnesota Rouser again.
There goes that Rouser again.
Well, I was going to say, kind of like that icing rule in hockey. If you can get it down there, great. If not, then at least you give yourself some space to set up your defense.
I didn't know that Central changed their Rouser.
Well, what's next? Are they going to change the maroon and gold?
I don't know. They changed their Rouser right now. But you have Linda Roberts go there, and then now you have Asmylan and Buford, right? Might as well.
Well, Minnesota plays Iowa tomorrow. I'm going to be at that game. It's Minnesota doing pretty well this season. They're 6-0 in games decided by 10 points or less. Cyrus from the corner. Bullseye! Cyrus gets on the board.
Cyrus was kind of waiting in the corner for that shot.
Well, it's 22-18. Central with their largest lead of the game. Close one so far. Neither team has pulled out to more than a 4-point lead. And Theirra Taylor with the steal. She got into the passing lane. She stops, hesitates, and gets the basket. That was a smart move by Taylor. She froze up knowing the other two Osseo players were trying to race to the basket, so she stops. Her two defenders run right by her. That leaves her an open shot. Mangan with the answer. Bullseye! 24-21 Central. Taylor to Tate. To Hill, out to Cyrus again. Now it's blocking foul, and Hill's going to go to the line because Osseo's out of fouls to give. She made her first two.
1-1, huh?
1-1. The foul is on Mangan. That's her first. No players in foul trouble yet on Osseo, at least on the floor.
She needs to make her free throws now down the stretch.
Gets the first.
Well, you know, like I said, with this half basketball, there's always that last 4 minutes of the half is always scary. She needs to take her time, put it in. Central comes down, gets a good stop on the other end, protect the basket, and kind of do those kinds of things and get back in a halftime and give your legs a rest.
Well, speaking of those last 4 minutes, I was watching the Iowa-Indiana game, and the last 4 minutes of the second half looked like Iowa had it in the bag, and Indiana almost stole the victory away.
Oh, yeah.
Iowa escaped with the win, but... And what's going on? We're going to have an official's timeout, unless there was a foul.
Someone was zealous about the Rouser.
They're going to have a discussion. I'm guessing they're going to talk to the scores table to make sure there aren't any trigger fingers.
Dump that doggone Rouser. Find another one. Let's go get the Concordia one out there for him.
I think Tom is trying to persuade Theirra Taylor to change her mind about her college selection.
Oh, absolutely.
Or maybe convince someone else to go to Minnesota. Fife, long two again. Can't make it. Bailey with the rebound. Mangan. Ball last touch by Central. Fife was open. She can't get to the fall, but the rebound, no putback from Okonkwo, and Central wrestles it away. And we're going to have a foul. It's going to go against Okonkwo. And that will send Central back to the line.
But Central has to do a good job of sealing out of there. Osseo's getting 1, 2, 3 attempts at the basket. It's a good thing. And their point blank range, I'm sure the Osseo coach is going to have a word about that at halftime. But Central needs to get the ball back after the first shot.
Javante Hill, 3 for 4 tonight. Well, today,
shooter's touch, huh?
Make that 4 for 5. Not that time. She has 8 points, though.
That's another thing that gives a coach a grace, Harris, is for a player to make the first free throw and not the second.
Well, I don't think Willie has any hair to turn gray. For 3, that's Stephanie Pilgrim. A big three-pointer for Osseo. And they're down by 2. And we're in that last 4 minutes.
Yes.
Jones is back in for Central. She hasn't had a lot of action, and Hill's holding the ball. There's no shot clock, so they can do that without any concern. Taylor out to Hill to Johnson. They're looking for that 3. Bullseye! Robinson Ricks with 5 points.
Now that's what happens when you take your time and get a basket.
And Robinson Ricks almost with the steal out of nowhere, but it goes out of bounds. Central is looking to catch Osseo falling asleep. Bailey to Okonkwo. Okonkwo was blocked. And a foul. It's going to go against Central.
Nice job with Central on the defense.
And Central's also out of fouls to give. The foul's going to go on Jones. That's her first, so that means Jessica Fife will be shooting free throws. Fife averaging 9.7 points per game coming into today. With 3:05 to go, we'd like to remind you, coming up at halftime, we have some interviews I got a chance to conduct before the game. So we'll talk to Chiamaka Okonkwo and Danny Mangan of Osseo and Javante Hill of Central.
See if Osseo can put the ball in, huh? Nice job on the first one.
Gets the front end. Godsman checks in for Okonkwo. Misses a second. So it's a 4-point game. And Osseo, are they switching to the zone, or are they still playing man and it looks like a zone?
Looks like they're switching. Yep, it's man-to-man.
Cyrus for 3. Can't get the bounce. And Javante Hill gets in there. She's going to the line. Osseo, they left that space open, and Hill was able to get in there.
Right, Osseo did a good job and didn't box out at the end. Let Central get back in it.
Well, they'll send Hill back to the line. She is 4 of 6 so far today. And she gets her first. And Rachel Winninen is going to come back in for Osseo. And Jones and Tate come in for Central.
Jones, is she related to Georgia Jones?
No, I talked to Willie Taylor. I asked him that question, and
Tell you what, she has the same body like, doesn't she? That long, she's long, and the long arms,
Bailey missed a 3, but we're going to have a foul on Central. And like what you mentioned, those free throws, they might add up in the second half because both teams going to the line. Foul's going to go against Theirra Taylor. And
she has 2 fouls.
She has 2 fouls. Well, the foul, they changed the call. The foul was on Osseo, was on Stephanie Pilgrim. It was initially called for Central, then they changed it, so Hill's going to go back to the line. Central in the double bonus.
Coach might be sending somebody in for Hill right now. Oh, he's not.
Well, they can't send her in yet because Hill's shooting free throws, but she gets the front end. She was 6 of 9. Misses the second, gets her own rebound, but is blocked. And Mangan has one player to beat. Beats Taylor and gets the right-handed layup. 31-27 Central. Taylor drives, and she's going to the line. Taylor has come up big this year for St. Paul Central.
Oh, yeah.
She's improved in her free throw shooting as well. She's 62 of 83 coming into today at 75%. Last year, she shot about the mid-60s. And I jinxed her. I need to stop bringing in these free throw statistics.
Osseo needs to now, if she's not going to make this, if she doesn't make this, they need to seal out underneath and get the basketball back in. Good shot for Taylor.
So Taylor breaks double digits with 10. As a team, Central shooting 57% from the line, so not the strongest of free throw teams. Gotsman in trouble, loses the ball. Tate picks it up. Central has numbers if they want to pursue. Tate goes to Taylor. Taylor, fade away, no good. Rebound Tate, no foul. Taylor picks it up, cleans up the mess.
Nice job by Taylor.
And that's not right. They gave the points to Pilgrim, but that was Taylor who scored. She should have 12 right now. On the scoreboard, they've got Pilgrim with 6, when she should have 4. Foul on Central. Oh, correction. It was Taylor at 6 points. The foul is, I'm reading this. I'm getting the scores mixed up. Foul. Oh, no, I'm not. Whoever's running the scoreboard, they're throwing me off. I'm going to have to get a CAT scan at the end of this game.
No, Michael, calm down.
Christina Ewing at the line. She made her first. And this is the second.
It's only 2 points. I'm sure they'll correct it at halftime.
Yeah, they'll correct it at halftime.
Central's being deliberate now, taking their time.
Whoops. Johnson might want that one back.
Oh, most definitely.
1:13 to go in the first. Mangan looked for Okonkwo, but she threw too low.
The absolute wrong thing to do is to throw a big post man, a bounce pass.
Taylor finds an open Robertson Ricks, but she's stripped by Mangan. She gets the ball back, but that takes away a fast break basket.
Good defense by Osseo to get that hand in there.
Central might be holding for the final shots. Taylor nearly overthrows Hill. And if you're going to play kill the clock, you certainly don't want to make a mistake and give Osseo a chance to cut the lead before the half ends. They couldn't do this if there was a shot clock.
No.
And I fear we might see one before long.
Yes.
Hill, no foul. There's the foul.
That's a bailout by Osseo. They had good defensive stop.
Well, Genvante Hill just 6 of 10 from the free throw line today. The foul is Gotsman's first. Hill gets the front end. It's been a pattern with Hill in this game. She gets the front end, but has some trouble with the second. Davy Jones coming in for Cyrus for the last 13 seconds. Willie Taylor looking to get some size to try to stop a inside bucket in the last 13.8 seconds. And once again, Hill gets the front end, misses the second, and Katavia Jones is going to get called for the foul. And so Osseo will get 2 free throws with 13 seconds.
Coach Taylor said, okay, down the stretch here, beat me on the line, huh? Let's see him shoot some free throws. Don't go in and get that 3.
Well,
and then also, if she should miss one of the basket or one of them, they're going to get the ball back.
Okonkwo at the line, averaging 10.9 points per game, just 2 today so far.
See, they got the ball back. Now Red has control of the ball.
So Central with 12.7 seconds to extend their lead. Not going to happen. Okonkwo with the steal, and Taylor will get called for the
There's
foul.
her third foul.
I believe that's her second. It is her second.
Oh, that's right. They took a foul away from her, didn't they?
They did. So Okonkwo will try again. She missed her first, and Osseo's in the double bonus. And she misses her first again. Well, at halftime, I'll be checking the free throw stats for both teams. I'll be curious to see how many points have slipped away from both ends. Okonkwo 0 for 3. So Central again with a chance to extend the lead. Taylor open.
Nice hustle by Taylor.
Central with the ball, 5.6 seconds. Cyrus for 3. Think someone got a hand on it. And the first half is going to come to an end. But Central out on top, 35-28. I'm here with 2 Osseo captains, Danny Mangan and Chiamaka Okonkwo, and you 2 are coming off a solid win over Andover last night. And with the new coach and coming into today with 15-4, how would you say the season is going?
I think the season's going pretty well. We are focusing on a lot of new things with Coach Waters, and we're having a pretty good time, and it's been fun too.
Yeah, I totally agree with Danny. We really adjust to our coach well. We really like her, and we're glad to have her.
Well, and you 2 happen to average double digits in scoring coming into today. So how have you adjusted between your new coach, Joey Waters, and then your previous coach, Mark Arsdorf?
There hasn't been that much of a difference. Coach never puts any pressure on us that we have to score a certain amount per night. We just focus on our defense, and that eventually leads into our offense.
Yeah, that's what we mostly focus on, our defense. It wasn't really much of a adjustment because we focused last year on defense, and this year we're focusing on defense.
Well, last year, not only did you focus on defense, you pulled off perhaps one of the biggest upsets in the high school girls basketball season by knocking Centennial off the road to the state tournament in the section final. I know you got knocked out in the quarterfinals, but going off of that, what do you hope to build off of making an appearance to the state tournament when everybody had Centennial marching in undefeated?
Yeah, that was definitely a big game for us last year, and it just goes to show that no matter where you're at, any team can beat any given team on any night. And so we're just looking forward to the upcoming section meet, and once again we'll probably have Centennial in there, and it'll be a fun time.
Yeah, with that going to meet, we have lots of experience now. We know what to do and not what to do coming next time.
And describe the team chemistry. You mentioned that coach doesn't put a lot of pressure on you, so how does that rub off on the Orioles?
Our team actually gets along really well. We're a bunch of kind of entertaining girls. We're all unique in our own way, and we have lots of fun together on and off the court.
Yeah, our team chemistry is really good. There's always a different high score every single night, so we have really good team chemistry.
So in what ways would you consider yourselves entertaining? What's your I'm not doubting your claim here, but what are some things that make each player stand out in his or in her own way?
Well, we all like to joke around a lot, and we all have really unique personalities, and we like to dance in the locker room, and we just do some crazy stuff, and we just like to have fun with each other and joke around.
I think Danny got it all.
Danny, well, you would make fast friends with my coworker who's up there covering our camera. He likes to joke around too. But thank you for taking the time to speak with us, and good luck today with Central.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once again, Danny Mangan and Chiamaka Okonkwo. Osseo wearing white, Central wearing red, and well, we'll talk about them a little later in this half with the Gophers when we get a timeout. I have some things I'd like to tell you about the Gophers, and we're going to have a foul.
We don't want to talk too much about the Gophers unless you're going to talk a lot about the Comets.
Foul's going to go against Taylor, and that is her third. That's a big foul to start the second half. I mean, she's the game's leading scorer.
You don't see the coach getting up off the bench, so he's not too much worried.
Now, when is Willie Taylor ever worried?
Oh, yeah.
Last year at the state final for Class 4A, there was less than a minute to go. Yes, it is. Central was in a critical situation. Long three for Pilgrim is short. Rebound Johnson, and she finds an open Hill. Hill can't finish, but Robinson Rich pulls in with the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on Osseo. To finish that thought, Willie Taylor was holding a drink and calling out plays like it wasn't a big deal. So Willie Taylor, he's been in these situations before. He's coached a long time.
He's done it once or twice.
And not a single gray hair on his head.
No, it's just on his assistants. Coach Gunderson, who's up here right now.
Taylor for three, bullseye!
Gunderson gets all the gray hair for him.
Well, Taylor can't. That's a great way to come back from that foul. You sink a three. She has 15 points. If Central can pull out a win here against Osseo, that would be a big deal for them. They are below the top 25 in the Max Preps poll because of some losses they've had this year.
Well, Osseo needs to take their time and try and climb back in this thing.
Danny Mangan with the swish. She has 9.
Now they have to come down, play good defense, protect their basket. And if they do that, then they can come back and maybe get another 2 points.
Taylor with the answer. Short. Mangan with the rebound. Starting 5 on the floor for both teams, I might add. Central continuing their man. Mangan gets around Johnson, but she can't finish. And Taylor with the rebound.
Central needs to try and go ahead and control the tempo right now. I think it can take the game completely away from Osseo.
So they're looking to do. Javante Hill's open. She can't finish.
We have to make those layups. That's the kind of stuff that makes the coach go,
For 3, that's Jones. No good. She gets her own rebound out to Pilgrim, and Pilgrim cleans up the mess. And Osseo down by 6. It's a 2-possession game. Pilgrim with 7 points.
Central needs to seal their man out underneath and keep Osseo to just one shot. Of course, I've been mentioning that the whole game, haven't I?
One and done. Taylor short. Hill with the she loses the rebound to Mangan. Central's had their chances on the offensive side of the glass too.
Central needs to go ahead and get a good stop here and protect the basket. Protect. Remember I told you that. Central's gone back to their man-to-man and has done a good job on that midline.
And
I saw a good steal there by 44 Jones.
5 gets her own rebound.
There she goes.
And she's going to muscle her way, and Jones is going to get called for the foul. Theirra Taylor wanted to travel, but swung down and made contact. And 9 times out of 10, if you swing the arm down, you're going to get called for a foul.
There's no doubt.
Fife's going to go to the line. Osseo was 5 of 11 from the first half in free throws. And that's one reason why they're trailing. But since we're speaking about full circle connections here, the head coach at Osseo, Joey Waters, was an assistant for Willie Taylor last year. He coached the 9th grade team and was an assistant for the varsity team. So she knows all about Willie Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Fife makes both free throws. And that's something, if Osseo can work on the free throws this half, they might claw their way back in. Well, they're only down by 4. Osseo playing a man. Hill for 3. No. Rebound. Winning it. She's looking for an open Bailey. She gets to her, but Taylor disrupted the pass, but winning in is going to go to the line.
Central getting back a little bit too late on their defense. That's why the foul occurred. Tell you what, this game is anybody's game right now.
Fouls on Hill, her second.
And they need to, tighten their belt. They being Central if they're going to try and get a win.
Well, I found another face in the crowd as Winninen makes her first. Watching today's game, Cassie Rochelle from Lakeville North. Rochelle broke the 1,000 point mark earlier this season. Winninen misses the second against Minneapolis South at Becker. Robinson Ricks gets the roll.
Nice job.
The finger roll, and she gets the shooter's touch. That's 7 points for her. And Central's up by 5. I think someone may have had a hand on it or gotten in her face. Hill out to Johnson. Robinson Ricks, long 3, bullseye!
Boy, that's a nice shot by Robinson Ricks.
And Tom Conlon calls it the 3 from NBA range. Any way you slice it, it's 10 points for Robinson Ricks.
Puts a nail in the coffin a little bit.
Well, there's 13 minutes to go. There's still an eternity to play. Fife gets the kiss off the glass.
Tell you what, that was a good bucket by Osseo because Central is getting ready to make a serious run here. You got to try and stay within striking distance.
Fife with 9 points. Robinson Ricks stops, pops, gets the kiss off the glass.
That basket doesn't count. She didn't call the bank shot, by the way, Mike. Oh, no, don't put it up there.
Bailey.
It's a great cross. It was a great crossover dribble to get herself open.
She had just enough space to bring it home. And now Javante Hill tries to make something out of nothing. No good. And Robinson Ricks it's going to lose the ball to a jump ball. It's still an 8-point game. Osseo's still very much in this. And we have substitutions. Jones and Tate coming back in, replacing Cyrus and Robinson Ricks. We see both teams using a lot of substitutions.
Trying to keep everybody fresh for that 4-minute stretch, remember?
Okonkwo up and in. Off balance, right-handed layup. She has 4 points. But Central's done a good job in shutting out the top scorer for the Orioles.
Central needs to take their time with the ball. Don't be in a hurry. There's most certainly not a sense of it. Nice backdoor pass.
Devonta Hill finds an open Tate, but she can't get the layup. And Osseo bails them out by stepping on the line.
Wow, Central had a point-blank shot she missed.
How many of the point-blank shots have missed today?
I know.
I'm sure that's a thing both Waters and Taylor are going to talk to their respective teams.
Oh, I'm sure it's all on film. It's been captured.
foul on Osseo. It's going to go against Pilgrim. That is her fourth. One more, she's out. She's put up 7 points today. That is big. And they're going to send in Kiana Jones to replace her. I don't think we'll see Pilgrim for quite a while in this half. Taylor to Robinson Ricks. Central slowing things down.
That's it. I think what Coach Taylor's trying to do is kill a little time here. You might as well.
Osseo not budging.
Forces Osseo to play just a little bit more uphill. And as you know, it's easier to go down the hill than to come up the hill.
But Taylor had a tough shot. And it goes right back to Osseo, so a good defensive play for the Orioles.
I don't
Jones
think that
for
there was
three.
quite the shot selection that Coach Taylor was looking for.
And a jump ball. Possession will go to St. Paul Central.
Osseo's trying to apply the pressure a little bit. The only danger with trying to, milk the clock a little bit is sometimes your sweat tends to dry and you get a little lethargic on your offense and it can cross over to your defense. And the next thing you know, Osseo's back in the game.
I'm here with Central freshman Javante Hill. Javante, you've had quite a season so far. You scored a game-high 26 points in a win over New Prague at then number 1 in Class 3A. So what have you learned in your freshman season playing for Big Red?
Well, I just learned that I take it to the basket, control the ball, make my free throws, and just be ahead of the game.
How have your older teammates helped you out to adjust from playing middle school ball to varsity high school basketball with St. Paul Central, one of the premier teams in this decade?
Well, actually, it's kind of cool because that when I was in middle school, I had to do all the work, and now at Theirra Taylor, I'm playing with her. It's more calm and cool, and we can do it all good.
You also have a family who plays in the game. Many people know about your cousins and her quest to break the all-time record. So if you get a chance to play her in the Twin Cities game, what would that mean for you to play against your cousin?
I am really excited if we get to play her because it would be really fun for my cousin. I always wanted to play against her, and it's really fun for the family to watch.
And academically, how have you adjusted from junior high to high school, being your first year here in high school?
Well, actually, I'm doing okay. Kind of basketball is kind of getting away. Just got to keep my head in school and, read my books. That'll be that.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I still have to read my books, and I'm all the way in college. I'm going to be graduating from the U in a little while. So when Theirra Taylor and some of these other seniors graduate and you come back with this first year of experience, what will you look to develop and adjust, and how do you plan on evolving for the rest of your high school career?
Well, I will have to develop more skills, and I'll have to take lead of the team. And actually, some of my old team 8th graders are really good, so they might come to the varsity team with me.
And what would you tell the upperclassmen who are going to graduate, Theirra, Catavia, and other players who have helped you along?
The same help that they gave me, the upperclassmen in college is going to help them too.
All right, well, thank you for taking them time to speak with us, and good luck today.
Thank you.
Once again, Javante Hill of Central. Cyrus, top of the key, shorts. Johnson with the rebound, and she gets on the board. That's her first basket of the game. Gottsman from the free throw line.
Well, she almost uses. I wonder if she's a shot putter in track. It's almost like she's shot putting that shot up there.
Well, we're going to have a foul on Osseo. It's either going to go on Fife or Gottsman. It depends on who made contact first. It's Scotsman. That's her second. Well, yeah, you saw that. It wasn't her shot. She shot from the free throw line, and that was an air ball, so I don't think look at this. Taylor's open on the other end, and there's the touchdown pass, but Taylor misses. Devontae Hill can't get it to clean it up. Oh, my goodness. Central had plenty of chances to put this one away.
Oh. Tell you, that's the stuff that gives the coach a gray hairs. Missing layups. That drives them nuts.
Well, like you had said earlier, Gunderson, I think, takes all the gray hairs for Willie Taylor. You're not going to find a single gray hair on Taylor's head. Okonkwo, no good. Rebound, Robinson. No, foul on Osseo. It's going to go against Bailey. That's her third.
Osseo still is within striking distance, though. I mean, they need to play a little bit solid, a little more sounder defense, but they're still in sound, striking distance. I don't know if I'd press right away. I don't think they can press Central.
Well, Bailey picks up the steal.
That's just careless ball handling by Central. Someone should have been telling her somebody was coming from behind.
Bailey, Okonkwo, foul on Central. It's going to go against Robinson Ricks. Both teams with one foul left to give. And Okonkwo is going to go to the free throw line, but she is 0 for 3 from there.
This is the time now Osseo needs to score is when the clock is not going and they can make their free throw.
And Okonkwo finally gets her first free throw.
There's a point there, 40-47. Clock hasn't moved, see, Mike?
Osseo has been as close as 4 this half. She has 6 points. And she gets subbed out. Those fresh legs could become a factor at the end of this one.
Like I said, I don't know if Osseo should go to the press right away.
It worked the last time, but Taylor stops, pops, and gets the basket. 17 points for Taylor. She's approaching
I just think
her
it
average.
just leaves too many gaps on the other side.
Jones nearly had the ball stolen by Johnson, but Bailey's open from the corner. Oh, that would have been big. Hill with the rebound. Hill weaves around traffic. She's going to the line. And she took a pretty big fall.
Yeah.
She's slow to get up.
I don't know if I went running in there and trying to do a layup. I think maybe coach might talk to her next time she does that.
Well, the foul's on Jones. That's her 4th. So you have 2 players on the Oriole roster with 4 fouls. This will be Hill's first trip to the free throw line. She was 6 of 10 in the first half. I've got a feeling they'll work on that in later seasons.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, when you're the cousin of Taylor Hill, you have to have some skills. She gets her second, so she's been shooting about 50% all day, except this time she decided to get the back end. But Till, she had a big breakout performance. St with the steal against New Prague, and here she comes again, but she loses the ball to Bailey. Central keep possession, but Osseo prevents a fast break, and they need any stop they can get. They're trailing by 9. As I was saying, Hill had a breakout performance, scoring 26 points against New Prague in a 2-point win over the then #1 team in Class 3A. Hill nearly loses the ball. Backcourt violation.
Again, Osseo still in striking distance. They need to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and they can do something here. Central, on the other hand, needs to play just solid defense and then seal on the basket so then that Osseo is just one and done when they're doing their shooting.
Westling in for Osseo, number 22.
Central's playing excellent defense right now.
Bailey to Westling
Good
for three.
seal underneath. There's a seal underneath. Central did a great job of protecting the basket on that end.
Taylor couldn't get the screen to work. She'll try again.
They call it illegal back screen. And sometimes that's dangerous when you keep coming back and forth on it.
And that's Jones's fourth, so now Central has a player with 4 fouls. And both teams out of fouls to give now. And the way free throws have going, they're both teams shooting about the same. But more importantly for Osseo, any foul from Central will automatically put them at the free throw line and stop the clock. Bailey. That possession will stay with the Orioles. Mangan finally breaks through for Osseo.
Nice shot for Osseo.
And she breaks double digits with 11. 7-point deficit for the Orioles. Timeout, Central. Well, we finally have a chance. I have not been able to mention this all day, but I've been alluding to it. We were talking about the Gophers and a couple of former Central alumni among them. They're having pretty big games. Ashley Ellis-Milan having a big season this year for the Gophers, putting up 11.9 points per game and shooting 78% from the free throw line. And then, of course, the shooter we like to talk about, Kiara Buford. She had a 22-point performance against Yale. She played a key role in the Gophers' victory over Illinois back on January 3rd, and she hit several key threes in their win over Michigan State last Monday.
Boy, Mike, you seem to know a lot about the Gophers.
I've gone to a few of their
How about
games.
that Concordia team? What are the stats for those guys?
I'll bring them for the next game.
I'm disappointed that you don't have that, knowing that you have a Concordia alumni working with you today. I suppose that I'm to be blamed, and I'm to be the blame. I need to come up with the stats myself.
Well, that's not the only place you'll find Kiara Buford. Before she went to the Gophers, when she was still playing in high school, she used to model, and she said there's a picture of her. You'll find her at the Midway Target in St. Paul on University Avenue. So she's featured there, and of course doing quite well for the Gophers. I've got a feeling she's going to do big things for the Maroon and Gold before she's done.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Taylor decides to go for the three. Short. Did that hesitation throw off her timing?
I think it did.
She stopped twice and then decided to take the three.
Let's go ahead and stroke it.
And it's almost like if you focus on it, that's when they start missing as opposed to catch and shoot. But Taylor finds it open. Hale, and Hale capitalizes. With 3 white jerseys, no doubt. Fight. Too strong. Gets her own rebound. And she's going to the line.
Central's giving Osseo way too many chances down the stretch here to get back in this game. And again, like I said, they need to get in there, seal, block out, and keep Osseo to one attempt at the basket.
5:35 to go in the second, but Central in position to pull away. Fife gets her first. She breaks double digits with 10. She made her first 2 free throws. Gets both. She's the only player who's perfect from the free throw line so far. And we could see a repeat, depending on how things go, of the Iowa-Indiana game if Osseo can stick around.
It's interesting. Central's press breaker, whoever gets the ball, they bring it up and the rest of the team falls back.
Taylor gets around Bailey. Blocking foul against Okonkwo.
Taylor's lucky because that could have gone either way.
It is Okonkwo. Yeah, that could have been a charge. It was one of those cases. It's a little difficult to tell from here, but that could have gone either way.
Not to mention she was looking to pass while she's up in the air. That's a no-no also.
Well, so Taylor will go to the line because Osseo's out of fouls to give. The foul is on Okonkwo, her third. Taylor to 17 points. And while it's a serious game, I've talked to Theirra Taylor several times. She is the bubbliest player I've ever met in high school. She gets her first. She laughs at just about... Even if I make a bad joke, she'll laugh about it. And I'm sure, I don't know when or where she's watching this, but she's probably laughing at the fact I'm pointing this out. She gets both. But she's going to be a very nice addition to Iowa.
She's going to Iowa, Mike. Forget it.
Well, Alyssa Carroll went to Wisconsin. I don't think...
we won't hold that against her either.
Jones gets the answer.
And we won't mention the one that went to Marquette, okay?
Well, Marquette, they've been getting beat up quite a bit, even with a couple Minnesota players. You know, Taylor Hill's considering Marquette on that list. That was Jones's first basket, by the way. Hill, she's gonna draw the foul against Mangan. That's her second. And with Osseo, you've got two players on the floor with 4 fouls. Central has one with 4 fouls. And we could see that having a huge effect later on. Devonta Hill goes to the line. She is 7 of 12. And she's short. And the rebound goes to Pilgrim. Mangan will back off. She's not going to try a fast break, not with all those red jerseys in there.
That free throw going short like that, that's a sign of fatigue. Coach Taylor needs to try to do some maybe short time substitution in here.
Hill has played most of the game. And we're approaching that last 4 minutes. Osseo still in striking distance.
Central's playing solid defense, protect.
Pilgrim, that would have been big.
There you go, one and done.
And they're going to stop. This could be an injury timeout. It's Taylor. Something happened as she went to get that rebound. It looks like she's okay.
She caught it inadvertent elbow. Those things happen in basketball.
Well, Taylor's going to stay in.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, we covered a game earlier this season, and it was a...
Oh, this is an interesting press breaker. Whoever gets the ball, now everybody breaks out of there.
Central will back off. We're in the last 4 minutes. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. Five-second violation on Central. Oh, that was a good defense on Osseo's end. Central looking to kill some clock, but perhaps they don't want to get too conservative, and because they're continuing to give Osseo life. And if they can capitalize on one of those opportunities, jump ball, possession will go to Central.
Central needs to take their time. Come on down, score. Burn up a little clock first, and then score.
Blocking foul on Osseo. That's going to go against Fife. That's her third. And that will send Samantha Robinson-Ricks to the line. I believe this is her first trip.
She needs to make her free throws.
She's 57% from the free throw line, and Osseo's going to call timeouts. I'm here with Osseo head coach Joey Waters, and Joey, you're coming into today actually playing one of your old accomplices in St. Paul Central. So what did you learn by coaching at Central last year that you took with you to Osseo?
Well, the intensity level and what it takes to get to the state tournament and what it takes to win a state championship. Those are some things, I did some observations from last year. So hopefully that'll carry over this year.
Well, you inherited a team that pulled off one of the biggest upsets last season with their win over Centennial in the section finals. Even though they got knocked out in the quarterfinals later on, they stopped Centennial from what was supposed to be an undefeated march to the title. So what are you looking to build off of that in your first season at Osseo?
Well, a lot of the players from last season, we have a lot of new faces. There's a lot of, juniors that were on the team but didn't get a lot of playing time. So, they're really hungry. They really want to get a win out of this season. They want to be successful. So, we're building off of that defense and we're getting better every day. And so I think their goal is to get back to the state tournament but do better than what they did last year. So just always improving.
And how would you evaluate yourself in your first season? You're coming into today at 15-4, playing the toughest team in the St. Paul City Conference, and then, of course, the back-to-back defending state champions in Class 4A.
I take it as, every game is a learning experience, and we try to take what we can from every game. This is a definite, playoff type of game. It helps us to see where we're at and what we need to work on. Central plays an up-tempo game. They're very scrappy. They go after the ball, and so it'll see what we can do, and I think it'll prepare us for the section or hopefully state tournament. So.
I talked with a couple of your players, and they told me how they are a unique and entertaining type of team. So how would you describe the chemistry with the team? Because they were telling me they're dancing before games.
They're a pretty laid-back group, but they're almost too nice to each other. They get along way too well for girls, which is shocking. So, I could have asked to come into a better position because it's a great group of girls. And that's the thing is like, they just work so hard and they find ways to just work it out. 18 girls and they just get along. It's shocking.
Remember, this is Minnesota. We are known for Minnesota nice.
Yeah. Well, I have been around teams world. It's hard to get 18 girls to really get along. But this group is definitely, their heart is in it. They want to be here and they have a goal and they're driven to get to that goal. So.
Now, we talked earlier, and another interesting thing about you is that not only are you coaching, you're also trying to get your graduate degree. So can you tell us, how do you balance your academic side at St. Cloud State and coaching down here at Osseo and then having to go to all these games?
Yeah, well, the thing that I always preach to the kids is student athlete. The student comes first, and I'm the same way. Last week I had to miss a practice because I had to take a grad school test, and that's showing the kids that, hey, you can do both, but you have to manage your time and you have to do it well, and in school always comes first, and I'm a very big advocate of that. They're here for their education, and basketball is always a secondary. So.
Well, and at the Division I level, there's a pretty good role model in Minnesota.
Yeah. So I hope they look at that as a role model, that they take it as well. If Coach can do it, and she's doing work plus school and basketball. I can manage high school and basketball. So I hopefully take that away and they look at it as a positive thing. So.
Well, I think there are several reasons to look up to you, and now you're being too hard on yourself.
I always am. No, I try to be a positive role model for them. That's the thing, is that I can't preach something to the kids if I'm not doing it myself, and I've always been prided on that. So if I'm going to tell them to do it, I should be doing it too. So.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with us, and good luck with St. Paul Central.
Thank you very much.
Once again, Joey Waters of Osseo.
Negate Central from even coming anywhere near the goal and get the ball back.
Did you say blitz?
Yes.
Taylor misses the layup.
Here comes
Osseo. The
Osseo.
rebound. Jones stops, pops. That's miss, but Fife gets blocked. But Okonkwo picks it up, and she's going to the line. 2 big free throws coming up for Chiamaka Okonkwo. She is 2 of 5 in today's game.
Osseo's keeping it exciting, that's for sure.
And the foul's on Robinson-Ricks. That is her 4th. So 2 players on the floor with 4 fouls for Central, and Okonkwo misses, and that's big for Central because that means it will stay a 2-possession game. Misses the second. That could be big for Osseo.
Don't be careless with the ball, Central. That's as I mentioned it. They throw the ball out of bounds. Central needs to take their time.
And you decided to coach for Humboldt. Bailey. Mangan. Again, Osseo still alive. And a foul on Central again.
See that exchange with throwing the ball out of the bounds. That's the stuff that drives coaches nuts.
The foul's on Cyrus. That is your fourth. So you have 2 players with 4 fouls on Osseo, 3 players with 4 fouls for Central. And you have 5 going to the line.
Here's Osseo has a chance to go ahead and score without the clock running.
And 5 misses. So Osseo has missed their last 3 free throws. Taylor to Cyrus for the dagger. No good. Foul on Osseo. I believe it's going to go on Jones. And it is. That is her 5th. No, it's not on Jones. It's on Okonkwo, but that's her 4th. So that's still big for Osseo. And Robinson Ricks shooting 2 big free throws right here. Misses the first.
That's a good thing that she makes those free throws.
That's a good thing for Osseo because now it will stay a 2-possession game for Osseo.
She hits one more. It's 3 possession. Boom. Nope, she doesn't.
And
stepped on the line.
Stepped on the line. Joey Waters, the look on her face says, what do I have to do to come out on top? 32. You have 2 players with 4 fouls. So if Jones or Okonkwo get called for a foul here, they're done.
Good call by Willie. He was watching the referee do the count. He called a timeout right quick. Great call by Central. You know, in tight situations like that down at Humboldt, a lot of times I'm on the bench with Steve Elizondo, and I can see that we're getting close. I start to count. I said, Steve, and he'll call a timeout. Those are some of the things that you do on the bench. Or if you're trying to hold the clock a little bit, you teach your kids to catch the ball before you move. And if he catches the ball and the referee hasn't started their count, you tell him to stay right there. Then when we say he's counting and he starts to dribble, as you know, you can keep the ball for at least 14, 15 seconds. So at this time right now, during down the stretch, they're going to start to look at the little fine things to win the ball game. One of the things is how the referee is doing their job. See how she's counting now? Now he's goes. These things that's absolutely pivotal right there. That what Osseo did to get the ball back. It's just good defense.
They've had several chances and they haven't been able to get a basket though. Then that's what they need to do.
Central needs to protect. Get the ball back and finish this ball game.
Mangan to Bailey. Osseo looking for the 3. Okonkwo cleans out the mess. It's a 3-point game. But
Pull it
Hill's
out.
open.
See, that's where Central should pull the ball out.
And Cyrus right back.
I'm sure Coach Taylor did not want to see that happen there, even though she made the basket.
Okonkwo will go to the line.
I think she would have been really happy. He would have been really happy if she would have pulled that ball out and burn up some more clock.
And that's going to go against Robinson or Maya Cyrus. That is her 5th. She is out. So Cyrus is going to step out. She's going to get replaced by Katavia Jones, who has to be careful herself. She's sitting with 4. And this game's still very much up for grabs.
Absolutely.
But Okonkwo is just 2 of 7 from the free throw line.
Now, like I said before, when she had the ball and they made the layup on the other end, they could still have the ball on this floor, on this side of the floor. Central could be still kind of burning up some time, see?
Well, you picked a fine time to come back to the broadcast booth today. Okonkwo, that's going to be the headline. She is 2 of 9.
Ball's in the hands of the senior. The senior's going to find a way to win this ball game.
And Osseo may have to start fouling to stop the clock. They're not doing that.
Osseo has to watch out that they don't have the intentional foul. Whereas if they foul, Central still will get the ball back after 2 shots.
And they finally foul, but that's going to go against Okonkwo, and she fouls out with 8 points. But they took 23 seconds before Osseo fouled Central, and they may have put themselves out of a chance to win this game.
Well, I'm sure Coach didn't want them to take that long to foul, that's for sure.
So Okonkwo goes out. And if Central hangs on, it would be a big win to their resume.
She needs to make her free throws.
Air ball in the first. Well, Central, against non-conference 4A opponents, they haven't done well this year. They've lost to Eden Prairie twice. Hill makes their second, still a 2-possession game. They lost to Eastview. They lost to Centennial. It's a long 3 by Pilgrim, no good. Jones picks it up, and Pilgrim can't get the shot to fall. Hill with the rebound, and Pilgrim will get called for the foul, but that looks like that will seal the game for the Minutemen.
People are starting to leave.
That's Pilgrim's 5th, but...
Well, Central played an outstanding game today. I don't think Coach Taylor is happy with some of the things he saw, but nonetheless, he came out a winner. Or he's going to come out a winner.
Well, nice ending to this game. 6.8 seconds to go. And
we missed both free throws.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and Osseo misses the 3. Final score, St. Paul Central 57, Osseo 51. Central goes to 16-5. Osseo falls to 15-5. For Broderick Bell and everyone else here at Keystone Productions, this is Mike Peden. So long, everybody.
This program was made possible in part by the continuing contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.